All right, so we've only got about 3 more verses to do from Song of the Sannyasin by Swami Vivekananda. And tonight's is quite freeing. It opens a whole new vista of comfort and security for us. He says, "Have thou no home? What home can hold thee, friend? The sky thy roof, the grass thy bed, and food what chance may bring. Well cooked or ill, judge not. No food or drink can taint that noble self which knows itself. Like rolling river free, thou ever be, Sannyasin bold. Say Om, Tat Sat Om." This wonderful idea, it's actually one of my favorite images, is this idea of the wandering sadhu in the Himalayas, who's renounced everything, hearth and home, all comforts of the world, and has gone in search of that pure love that is at the fundamental basis of all things, gone to look inside to find that fullness, that supreme satisfaction from just the very sense of being and seeing things as they are. The sky your roof, the grass your bed. How much more at home could you possibly be? And yet utterly without home, because you've made this entire world your home. He says, with food, whatever chance may bring, you know, that there's not this pickiness of I like that and I don't like that. You've accepted all things as being divine, all things having that quality of the beloved within it. And so in those things, you find satisfaction because of their nature and not because of the sensual appetites that they awaken. Well cooked or ill, judge not. No food or drink can taint that noble self who knows itself. That is this knowledge beyond knowledge. You know, when Ramakrishna, when the scriptures use the word knowledge, they're not talking about thought castles, as we've mentioned before. They're not talking about objects of mind that have relationships with each other, that we place something in the mind and then build relationships with all of the other things in the mind, and that's how we learn. That's what we call knowledge. This knowledge is transcended to mind. It's the self, the awareness of the soul itself, being aware of its own self, of its own nature. And in that knowledge, everything else unfolds. Everything else becomes clear. So it's a transcendent knowledge, and that's what makes it so difficult and yet so easy to find. That's why they call it realization. It's like looking for your cell phone all over the house and then just finding it in your back pocket, which should have been the easiest place to find it. But somehow you had to look all over the house before you checked your back pocket. And they say that spiritual realization is very much of that same character, that we'll spend our entire life searching for it, trying to understand it, reading scriptures and books and doing spiritual practice after spiritual practice, only to find it was our inescapable self that we didn't know, that we hadn't realized. And so he's saying, be free like a rolling river, Sannyasin bold. Let this life roll on as it rolls on. Accept your course and flow with the nature of a river. And don't complain about the rapids and the twists and the turns and the things that you don't understand. Don't worry about the destination or where you started or how far you've come. Be that rolling river, peaceful and calm, following its banks until the end, whatever that might be.